Hi Aquarius, this is Mimi with Divination by Mimi. Welcome to your January 1st to the 15th of 2018. Wow, tarot and oracle reading with a little bit of astrology. Um, so Aquarius, you are a fixed air sign. You are ruled by Uranus. You used to be ruled by Saturn, but that was before the advent of telescopes. So since then you are ruled by Uranus, which is an unpredictable, rebellious energy. And although that doesn't seem right, you're very left brain thinking and rational and methodical, but in fact, there is a level of rebelliousness that's required to change. And Uranus is definitely the agent for change. There's an interesting aspect or change that's occurring to Uranus that will impact all of us, but you'll feel it very much so. Let's get into some other astrological aspects, though. Oh, by the way, sorry, you rule the 11th house. So on the 1st of January, there is a full super moon. It is a wolf moon in the 4th house, which is Cancer's house. So that's in Cancer at 11 degrees. 11 is the master number of service. And it's not necessarily direct service, like I'm going to go, run away and just give my life to a colony of lepers. Sometimes it is an indirect type of service. So you're in math class. Everyone in math class is in their own world very confused by the problem on the chalkboard. You answer the question, right? Because you asked the question, you learned from it, but actually everyone who heard the question asked and heard the response learns from it as well. That's what I mean by kind of an indirect service. So it's actually it's a win-win kind of energy. What else? There's also, with this full supermoon, it's in, like I said, the 4th house, which is Cancer. Directly across, there's kind of a traffic pileup in its polar opposite cardinal sign of Capricorn, the 10th house. And in that house, we've got Black Moon Lilith, we've got Pluto, we've got Saturn, who recently returned to Capricorn, and that's your old ruler. And we've got Venus. And those will all play in just a moment to some trines that are being created with this full moon. So it takes a full supermoon to kind of counterbalance what's happening with all that pileup over all those planets in Capricorn. Those are some important, two big heavy hitters, Pluto and Saturn, male archetypes, and two female archetypes, Venus and Black Moon Lilith, opposites in some ways. Yeah. So, and then you've got the full supermoon. With this, the trine, the water trine that it's creating is going to involve Mars, which is in Scorpio, 8th house, watery, intuitive, but the shadow side of things, the motivation for things that we don't really look at, but it's the motivating factors of life. And then that's going to cause, so that Mars in Scorpio is going to be the impetus for change as it relates to relationships. So with Venus, Neptune, Mars, and the moon, these trines occur. So the Mars one will make it will be the impetus for change as it has to do with relationships. So you might have been dating someone for a while and then you decide to ask them to marry you, or maybe as a couple you have been long thinking about adopting or having a child, and something will happen and you're like, well, you know what, let's just do it. Let's look into having a baby. That's the energy that Mars is bringing to it. The energy that Neptune is bringing to this trine is a very ethereal, esoteric, spiritual download type of energy. So don't be surprised from the 1st very much through the 6th, actually 6th particularly, if you don't feel like you're getting information from all different ways. Like you're getting information through sight, through sound, through sense, through all sorts of ways, through dreams, because it's like a major download from the collective unconscious, from the spiritual cloud in the sky, the Akashic records, whatever you want to call it. This information is readily coming in at the time of this trine because of Neptune ruler of the 12th house Pisces, which is spiritual. It's the understanding that there really is no you or me, there's only us. We're one being, we're one collective unconscious. So be aware and take note of things that are being shown to you, because they could be very impactful and helpful for you. You may dream a lot. You may be shown an archetype over and over again, like a superhero or an anti-hero being shown to you over and over again. You might like I said, have vivid dreams with symbols like that keep popping up. You might find that you, on several occasions, without much thought, find yourself taking a different route to work so that you can be exposed to a billboard or a sign that gives you a message that makes you understand something from your past that has long kind of harassed you or long bothered you. You know, why do I do this? Why do I do that? So this is the kind of life-changing energy that's out there with this trine, these trines. The second, Uranus, your ruling planet, is going to be going direct. So this is important because it's been in retrograde for a very long time in the fiery constellation first house Aries. So if it's the impetus for change, Uranus, if it is the change-making energy, if it is the rebel, you can imagine in a fiery planet, fire-feeding air, how frustrating it is in retrograde. Well, when it goes direct, and it's still been performing even in retrograde. You notice the move for independence in Catalonia. You notice the J20 protests. Everything that Ferguson, all sorts of things have been actively shown on the front. They're visual to us. They're obvious to us. This need for change, this agent for change. That's in retrograde. So imagine when it goes forward on the 2nd. So this could manifest itself, obviously, in huge revolutionary actions like activism, political activism. This could show itself in scientific progress. This could appear as natural disasters. It is unexpected change, big unearthing change, which can be uncomfortable. So be prepared for a possible level of discomfort as Uranus goes in the direction it's naturally supposed to go in. This month we have 2 full supermoons, believe it or not, one on the first day of the month, and then one on the last day of the month. First one's in Cancer, as I mentioned. The second one is going to be in Leo, and the second one has an eclipse attached to it too, so that's going to be particularly impactful. We also have a Capricorn new moon on the 17th, and I think that's it astrologically. So with just a quick note on Uranus affecting you and the rest of us. Uranus going direct means that full change maker, rebellious, revolutionary nature and collectivism nature of Aquarius, we're going to feel much more strongly. Much more strongly? Is that correct? I don't know. But you in particular are going to definitely feel it because it's your ruling planet. So you're going to possibly feel like somebody took your tethers off, unbuckled your seatbelt. You can wiggle around and move and express your opinion and make shit happen. So it's good. It's good for you. It's actually really good for all of us. Change is always good. You know, stagnation's never good. All right, let's get into your reading. Aquarius, we are going to be doing a 4-card pull with the Universal Rider-Waite-Smith. This is a variation on the original Rider-Waite-Smith. It had Ms. Hanson Roberts, who has her own deck. She lent her artistic abilities to the recoloration of this deck of the original Pamela Cole Smith drawings, just adding a little bit of volume and a little bit more intense color, so it's very nice to work with. Going to be doing a 4-card pull. The first position of the 4 cards will be based on something in your life right now. So it could be you feel stuck. It could be you feel like there's a problem in your love life. So whatever situation you find yourself in life right now. The second card will be a positive aspect to that situation as it affects you. The third card will be a negative aspect of that situation as it affects you. And then the final card will be some overall advice. And we've got clarification or clarifiers if needed in the form of oracles. All right, let's get going with your reading. Aquarius, fixed air sign, ruler of the 11th house, ruled by Uranus, who's about to go direct. In Aries. What's up with Capricorn for January 1st to the 15th, 2018? Holy Hecate. Cosmic Soul, what does Aquarius, fixed air sign, ruler of the 11th house, ruled by Uranus, who's about to go direct on the 2nd, what's going on in their life right now, energetically? Thank you. Oh, I'm being guided to pull from the bottom again. Okay. Yeah, and again. And again. Okay. And again. We've got all 4. Huh, interesting. Okay. The overall advice for you is the status quo energy of the Hierophant. The Hierophant, it's kind of institution. So this should be interesting. So the energy that you're feeling right now is the Sorrow card or the Five of Cups. So it looks as though you're licking your wounds, you're recovering from some kind of a pain, but there's a mental focus on the loss versus a gratitude for what remains. See, 3 cups spilled, and you are intently focusing on that. 2 cups remain upright and full in the background. You're not even looking there. Also back there, you notice there's a lovely current, a stream of water that's an active stream of water moving. And behind that, there's a lovely home and a bridge to that home. So you're stuck in a situation right now where you're feeling the feels, the painful, painful feelings of loss to your detriment, to the complete ignorance of positive things over here. So you're missing out on life for sure. Your positive aspect to this situation that you're in is the slow-moving nature of the Virgo card. So this is a court card. It is the Knight of Pentacles, which is coins or discs. This is the earth, element of earth, which would be a Virgo, a mutable sign, which would be a Virgo. This is the slowest moving of all the knights. However, this is the steadiest, most dependable, the knight that acts with integrity. This is the guy you can count on to do what he says he's going to do or she's going to do. Or it could be literally a Virgo in your life. So if you are feeling a loss emotionally by something, okay, so you're focusing on that, these 2 half-full cups right here might include a Virgo. All right, so there might be a friend in your life or a project that has a Virgoan, a slow-moving, steady, integrity-based process that you're involved with that you might be ignoring, but is actually a party to your healing, to a party to your moving beyond the pain of the 3 spilled cups, and in fact having gratitude and feeling the joy of the remaining cups and the beautiful estate behind you. Okay. The negative aspect is you won't let go of control. So 8 of Pentacles in and of itself is not a bad card, but as a negative aspect to this feeling that you have here, this is your situation, right? Not only are you intently focusing on the loss, but you seem to have some notion that you have control over it. Like, and I understand, Aquarius's nature is analysis. It is constantly thinking and problem solving and working for the betterment. So you're sitting here thinking about all this loss. This loss. You're thinking about it and you're trying to figure it out. You're working really, really hard on it, but there's some things you can't control. Sometimes you've got to let go and let everyone have their own destiny. Everyone has their own destiny. Everyone has their own fate. Everyone has their own path in life. And as much as we think we can problem solve our way through it, control our way into making it what we need it to be, we can't. So this being the situation and this being negative, you're being guided to be aware of your tendency to control, to try to figure out and control to your own detriment. Sometimes you've got to release your grip on things. Some things you can't figure out. I know, but some things you can't figure out. Some things you've got to just let go to chaos. Oh, I know that's hard. Here's the weird thing. Totally not you. Overall advice is the Hierophant, or the Hierophant, however you want to fucking say it. This is a major arcana card. This is your only major arcana card. This is structures, institutions that currently stand and exist. It's very often considered the status quo. He's basically a papal or a pope-like figure, a religious figure, but it's very loosely based on the Roman Catholic Church or the Byzantine Church. It's hard to tell with that crazy crown he's wearing, tiara he's wearing. But these 2 dudes down here, you know, they're paying their proper homage by, genuflecting and kissing his ass and everything. So is the nature of our structures. So the overall advice actually is to look, and this is your actually your nature, what it's advising you to do. Focus on what you can control. 3 are down, they're lost, let them go. 2 remain. Could be this Virgo, or it could be that this is the energy that these 2 remaining cups entail or embody. Okay? Overall advice is to look at the structure of things. Now, normally with Aquarius, I would say, oh, this means you're going to go in and take the man down. Wow, awesome, right? And with Uranus going direct, maybe you will. Maybe you're going to say, oh, forget that chick who left me. She wasn't, yeah, it sucks. I can't control it. I can't figure it out. That sucks to be me when I want to figure it out, but I can't figure it out. But you know what? I'm not going to try to continue to beat my head with figuring it out. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to use this nature, this Virgo, and either the Virgo in my life or this energy that's out there to slowly prod along and pick apart some kind of structure. So Aquarius, it could be let's focus on making change happen that I do have control over, something I feel strong about. Or this could be you picking away and focusing on the structures of your own life, something you do have control over. Okay? That's the advice. Structures. Remember Saturn, your old ruler. It's relevant here. Structures. Either your structures and the way that you think and the way you go about your life and conduct your life, or the structures that you care about, whether good or bad, tackling them bit by bit by bit. And this is a very specific message because all 4 cards came out at once. So if it doesn't resonate with you, it wasn't meant for you. This is definitely someone specific. Or if the Aquarian doesn't see specifically what it is an energy that's applicable. You just may not see it. Okay? So I really hope it helped, Aquarius. We definitely need your energy right now. That revolutionary collectivism that Aquarius brings to the table. Although you want to problem solve everything, some things are out of your control, but some things are in your control. Tackle those. Okay, that's all I got for you. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you would like a personal reading, feel free to email me at mememes@hotmail.com. You'll find that email address in the description box below the video. Thank you so much for sharing and liking the video if you did. If you think it would help someone, share it. Because even if it doesn't resonate with you, it might with someone else. And those of you who have booked readings, thank you so much for entrusting me with your life, with helping you with some signposts and some guides and some symbols and some ideas to help you get through different areas of your life. So I really appreciate it. It means a whole lot to me. And I think that's it. So thank you very much for your time. I will see you for the lunations, and then I'll see you for the second half of January. Take care, Aquarius.